I just got your recording and I listened to it. I was practicing my cello. But I heard something and I decided to make a video to help you with this tiny little detail. When you play your etude number 23 and you're trying to start really quietly on the flute, what's happening is your embouchure is not sure where the strike edge is, where this part is. When I play anything, any melody, any song, I try to always make every entrance very beautiful, and I after 20 something years of playing flute, I know exactly where my air needs to go in order to hit the strike edge. What I heard in your recording was that you're having trouble starting the sound, which means that your air, when you blow, it's not catching, it's not hitting this side, this what we call the strike edge. So here's an exercise. Practice playing with the least amount of pressure. Think of 2 miles per hour air, and blow, but blow so high direction-wise that no sound comes out, like this. I'm blowing, but none of my air that's coming out of my aperture is actually hitting the metal, so we don't hear sound. Then all you have to do is relax, and your air will drop like that until it comes into contact with the metal. Did you hear it? Now there's something that additionally that happens in the middle. We call it a whistle tone. So there's an angle in which we get no sound when we blow. There's a place where we get these sparkly whistle tones. And then there's the proper place to start every note. And then there's also too low. So here's too high, no sound. Here's whistle tone land in the middle. And then here's I can't tell you, Yuzuna, how many years I spent just on a single note for 1 minute straight, trying to make every single entrance beautiful and elegant. I was practicing aiming my air so that it would come out really soft and beautiful. That's what I encourage you to do. Focus on the beginnings of every measure. And instead of worrying about the notes, which are scary, I admit, focus on your entrances. Because that's what separates really advanced flute players from the intermediate flute players. The advanced flute players, whether they have a natural gift or they studied really hard, they all eventually develop the sense of playing every single note, low, middle, and high register, right when they want to. It's not like you blow and something doesn't come out. That's what I hear in your recording. That sometimes you're blowing and no sound is coming out, and then you pinch your embouchure, you squeeze up here, and it makes it even more difficult. It's an issue of aiming rather than an issue of squeezing or lip position. Also, when you play, do so in front of a mirror or in front of a phone. A lot of beginner and intermediate flute players, they get lazy with posture. They don't do step 1, step 2, and step 3 every single time. They think they're good enough. But in all honesty, the flute should be parallel to the floor. It should be straight across. And you can use this box called a phone or an iPad, make sure that the flute is in the center of the image, no matter what. That'll give you the best sound. If it does this, look what happens to the head joint. You're messing up the angle. It's no longer straight across along with your, what we call parallel with the lip, right? You're stretching your lip down that way and you don't even know it. So that, I think, I couldn't see it because it's a recording, but I hear that element in there as well. Hope these 2 tips help you, and Happy New Year.